Detection of nitrogen containing functional groups present in the organic molecules. Those are basically divided into three categories. First one is amines, and second one is amides, and third one is the nitro compound. Whereas amines are those compounds in which RNH2 is present. These particular amines are said to be primary amines. Whereas two R groups are connected, this is said to be the secondary amine. Whereas three R groups are connected to the nitrogen. This particular amine is said to be third degree amine, that is tertiary amine, as everybody knows, primary amines, secondary amines, as well as the tertiary amines. And amides are those portions C double bond O NH connectivity is there, whereas this is connected with R H followed by some groups are there, C double bond O NH. This connectivity is said to be the amide functional groups. Similarly, nitro compounds, NO2 group is connected with the alkyl chain, otherwise the aromatic ring systems. Those of all are said to be what? Nitro compounds. Thus, nitrogen containing functional groups for the analysis are divided into three major functional groups like amines and its derivatives. Similarly, amides followed by what? Nitro compounds. Let us go for the amines, detection of amines and identification, followed by segregation of amines into primary amines, secondary amines, as well as the tertiary amines. Amines on behalf of structural features are divided into aliphatic amines as well as aromatic amines, and the special case aliphatic and the aromatic combinations, that is mixed amines, are also present. Yes, primary amines are divided into two categories. There is no mixed primary amine, that is amine connected with the NH2 group connected with the alkyl portions are said to be aliphatic primary amines, and NH2 group connected with the aromatic system is said to be what? Aromatic primary amines. The best example for the simplest example for the aliphatic amine is methylamine, and aromatic amine is aniline, that is phenylamine, which is known as what? Aniline. And a common test that is used for the identification of primary aliphatic amines as well as the aromatic amines is isocyanate test. Isocyanates are those compounds in which nitrogen is connected with the carbon, whereas it is having one unit positive charge, one unit negative charge, followed by here either aliphatic or aromatic system is present. Such kind of nitrogen connectivity with carbon occurs at the terminal. Such functional group is said to be the isomer of the cyanide functional group, known as isocyanate functional group. The isocyanates are very foul smelling gases. The foul smelling gases formation indicates the presence of either aliphatic primary amines or the aromatic primary amines. Isocyanate test, it is also known as carbylamine test. A foul smelling gas is obtained as a resolution product of primary amines or the aliphatic or the aromatic category with the chloroform followed by the base. Chloroform and the potassium hydroxide combinations combines with the amines of either aliphatic or the aromatic in nature, and that leads to the formation of a foul smelling gas which is said to be isocyanate, which is also known as carbylamine. Hence, this test is used for the identification of primary aliphatic as well as aromatic amines. Whereas in presence of potassium hydroxide base, this particular chloroform is converted to dichlorocarbene, which is this is dichlorocarbene. This is a neutral electrophile. This dichlorocarbene is electron deficient. This electron deficient dichlorocarbene formed intermediate combines with the amines of nitrogen consisting of lone pair on the nitrogen. It combines with the nitrogen as a result of the donation of lone pair of electrons to the vacant orbital present in the dichlorocarbene. It appears like this. This is NH followed by this is CCl. It is having lone pair. Now it is having unit positive charge. To compensate the positive charge here, proton is eliminated in the form of H+. Similarly, the next step also proceeds in such a way that it leads to the formation of here R followed by here Cl minus is eliminated, Cl minus is eliminated. Thus, two molecules of HCl's are eliminated and another one lone pair is donated towards the carbon. Thus, here it is having electron pair donation like this. Isocyanide formation takes place. Two HCl are eliminated. Thus, a foul smelling gas of aliphatic isocyanide formation takes place. Similarly, the same thing happens if it is aromatic also. Yes, if this is aromatic, the same thing leads to the formation of aromatic isocyanate. Here also aromatic system followed by isocyanate formation takes place. Thus formation of carbylamine isocyanate foul smelling gas indicates the presence of either aliphatic amines, aliphatic primary amine, similarly the aromatic primary amine. Yes, the carbylamine test is not given by any of the secondary or the tertiary amine of aliphatic type as well as the aromatic type. This is just given by the primary amines of both aliphatic and the aromatic, and in this dichlorocarbon is the intermediate, and the successive elimination of hydrogen chloride is possible, and that hydrogen chloride on reaction with potassium hydroxide is converted to potassium chloride as well as the water molecules. Yes, carbylamine test is not given by secondary and tertiary amines of either aliphatic as well as aromatic. It is just given by the primary amines of both aliphatic as well as the aromatic. Whereas in this conversion, this amine group is converted to isocyanate group. If you look at the oxidation states, nitrogen is maintaining oxidation state as -3, which is rounded. Similarly, carbon and chloroform is maintaining oxidation state of +2. Potassium hydroxide is an ionic species. There is no more change in any of the oxidation state of either potassium or the OH minus. Now in the formed product also, if we look at this, nitrogen is maintaining -3 as its oxidation state. Similarly, carbon is maintaining, which is an addition reaction, +2 as the oxidation state. Hence there is no change. Hence it is not a redox reaction. It is a non-redox reaction. It is a simple transformation of addition in which there is no change in oxidation state. Further, the primary amines of the aliphatic and aromatic can be identified by the nitrous acid test. Nitrous acid is a unstable nitrogen containing acid with the +3 oxidation state. This unstable nitrous acid can be prepared initiatively by making reaction of sodium nitrite followed by the HCl. As a result, it leads to the formation of nitrous acid and the HCl, sodium chloride. This nitrous acid and reaction with the primary aliphatic amines, that leads to the formation of, without any intermediate, in the single step, it leads to the formation of what? Alcohols followed by nitrogen gas elimination takes place. The brisk effervescence of nitrogen gas evolution results that is primary aliphatic amine. Whereas in case of aromatic amines, that leads to the formation of a stable diazonium chloride, which is possible in between 0 and 5 degrees centigrade. In between 0 and 5 degrees centigrade, aromatic amines on reaction with institutively prepared nitrous acid followed by the sodium chloride salt present in that, and here this diazonium is in combination with the chloride ion. This is said to be the aryl diazonium chloride. This aryl diazonium chloride on reaction with beta naphtha under basic conditions. This is beta naphtha, whereas here it is consisting of OH. Whereas under pH of basic conditions 7 to 9, so pH of basic conditions, this is converted as oxide ion and it activated system. It activates the system. That activated position is alpha position. At that alpha position, here what happens is this aryl system is connected at that position, that here nitrogen is connected to this particular portion in such a way that here beta naphthol is now present. It is said to be di. It is having color consisting of nitrogen system with the heavy conjugation, hence it is said to be azodi. That is either different colors containing, red color containing azodi formation takes place. Thus, in case of aromatic primary amines, that leads to the formation of azodi on reaction with nitrous acid followed by naphthol in pH basic conditions, whereas the primary aliphatic amines on reaction with the nitrous acid instantly, that leads to the formation of the brisk effervescence of nitrogen evolution reveals these are all are primary amines, these are all are aliphatic primary amines, these are all are aromatic primary amines. Yes, in case of secondary amines, once again the test used for the detection of the secondary amines is nitrous acid test. Nitrous acid is once again unstable. As we know, it has to be prepared initiatively by the reaction of HNO2 followed by sodium chloride combinations, that is sodium nitrite followed by HCl combinations, which leads to the formation of HNO2 nitrous acid and the sodium chloride salt. Whereas we are having the secondary amines like total aliphatic secondary amine, aromatic secondary amines are the categories, and another one mixed category, that is one is aliphatic ring, one is aliphatic system and second one is aromatic ring system, is also can be connected with the nitrogen. These are all on reaction with the in situ prepared nitrous acid by the combination of sodium nitrate as well as the HCl. Here it leads to the formation of nitroso yellow color oily compound, that is nitroso compound formation takes place. Similarly, here also nitroso compound formation takes place, that is NO system is connected with the nitrogen. Here it is aliphatic as well as the aromatic. To this also nitroso system is prepared over here, that is yellow color oil is prepared everywhere, and that is said to be nitroso, N-nitroso compound. Nitroso. It is N-nitroso compound formation takes place, which is appearing in the form of yellow colored oil, indicates that that is secondary amine. If it is primary amine, there it leads to the formation of brisk effervescence of nitrogen gases in case of aliphatic primary amines. In case of aromatic primary amines, after formation of diazonium under low temperature conditions followed by basic addition of butanol leads to the formation of red colored azo dye. But here everywhere oil formation occurs, that is present in yellow in color, that is said to be N-nitroso compound. In case of tertiary amines, once again the test used for the detection of tertiary amines is nitrous acid test. As we know, it has to be prepared by the action of sodium nitrite and the HCl, which is an in situ preparation because it is unstable. On reaction with the aliphatic tertiary amines with the nitrous acid, there is no reaction takes place. Whereas in case of aromatic tertiary amines, the nitroso group NO plus is substituted over the para position, that is para nitroso compound formation takes place. It is a precipitate and appears in the form of either green, otherwise the brown color, indicates that is tertiary aromatic amine, and this one is tertiary aliphatic amine. Yes, separation of primary, secondary, tertiary amines mixture by the Hinsberg reagent, that is phenyl sulfonyl chloride. Phenyl sulfonyl chloride is known as Hinsberg reagent. This is known as Hinsberg reagent. Yes, this phenyl sulfonyl chloride, when reacted with the mixture of primary, secondary and the tertiary amines, it combines with the primary amine, it combines with the secondary amine, but it is not combining with the tertiary amine. There is no reaction with respect to the tertiary amine. Thus, primary amines are converted to corresponding phenyl sulfonyl primary amines, and secondary is also converted to corresponding phenyl sulfonyl tertiary. There is no reaction. But in case of primary amines, there is one active hydrogen over the nitrogen. So therefore, on reaction of this mixture with respect to the base like potassium hydroxide, that active hydrogen is replaced by the potassium and it is converted into the salt form, that is primary phenyl sulfonyl salt is obtained, which is soluble in water and remaining is present in organic layer. Thus, by making that one to dissolve in a mixture of solvents like water as well as the ether, in water this salt is dissolved. Thus, primary amine is separated from the secondary as well as tertiary. And from this organic layer, on doing fractional distillation, the tertiary amines as well as the secondary amines are separated one from the other. Now, tertiary amine is present as it is. Suppose if I separated the secondary amine, if I separated the primary amine, then what happens is, yes, this is the primary amine from the aqueous layer, I got this one. This primary amine, which is present in the form of salt, is allowed to react with HCl followed by heating conditions. Acidic hydrolysis is going to be taking place. As a result of that, it is converted as NH2 followed by what here? Phenyl sulfonic acid is obtained. Thus, here primary amine is separated. Whereas primary amine is present in the form of its corresponding HCl. This is also salt. Now, this on reaction with sodium hydroxide, that is converted to primary amine. Now on fractional distillation I am separating secondary amine as well as the tertiary amine, but secondary amine is present in the form of its corresponding sulfonyl phenyl sulfonyl combination, thus it is also subjected for the acidic hydrolysis. In presence of acid, hydrolysis takes place by using HCl. As a result, the secondary amine obtained in such a way that it is present in the form of corresponding salt, followed by what? Here this on alkalization, that is on basification, this is once again converted to secondary amines. Thus primary amines, secondary amines and tertiary amines present in the mixture are separated by the Hingsberg reagent, and Hingsberg reagent in generally represented by HR. H stands for Hingsberg, R stands for reagent. That reagent is phenyl sulfonyl chloride. Phenyl sulfonyl chloride as well as the amine, both combination results elimination of HCl and recombines with one another. That will possible in case of hydrogen associated amines, that is primary amine as well as the secondary amine. Thus unreacted tertiary, reacted primary, secondary are converted, one of them into the salt and separated, followed by hydrolysis, and the salt whichever is formed on basification, that is converted to corresponding amine stage. The next functional group eligible for the identification is amide functional group. Amide is C double bond ONH2. So if this connectivity is present, then that is said to be the amide. These amides on reaction with base like sodium hydroxide undergoes hydrolysis, and here this OH minus is acting as a nucleophile, and that leads to the formation of one is acid followed by ammonia gas. Whereas this ammonia gas on reaction with the HCl, glass rod dipped in HCl, whenever comes nearer to that of the ammonia, it leads to the formation of white dense fumes of ammonium chloride. The ammonium chloride white pungent smell containing dense fumes formation indicates that is amide functional group. As the last variety of functional group eligible for the analysis and the identification is nitrofunctional group. Nitro group is NO2. The carbon connected with NO2 is said to be the nitrofunctional groups. There are two varieties of nitros, the aliphatic nitro compounds as well as the aromatic nitro compounds. All varieties of nitro compounds are detected by this method. This method is invented by Millikan, hence it is said to be Millikan's method. In this, aliphatic and the aromatic nitro compound is reduced with the mild reducing agent, that is zinc followed by ammonium chloride, basic conditions. Thus, under zinc and the ammonium chloride conditions, here it leads to the formation of hydroxylamine. This hydroxylamine undergoes oxidation on reaction with the ammonical silver nitrate solution, which is Tollens reagent conditions. Under this oxidation, here hydrogens are eliminated from the system and it is converted to nitroso compound, followed by here silver in zero oxidation state. This is not silver oxide, silver in zero oxidation state, that is a grey color inner walls are painted with the silver material. Such kind of precipitation, otherwise the inner walls coating with the grey in color of silver material, indicates the presence of nitro compound in the material. Similarly, aromatic nitro compounds, especially aromatic nitro compounds, are detected by this method. In this, aromatic nitro compound is reduced with the strong reducing agent, that is tin followed by HCl. This is acidic condition, and this is generally we can say it as neutral condition, otherwise light basic condition here. As a result of reduction, that is converted to amine, that is aromatic amines, aniline derivatives are formed. Whereas aniline oxidation, in situ oxidation with the HNO2, in the second step, it is converted to diazonium compound, diazonium salt is formed. This aryl diazonium salt on reaction with the beta naphthalate under basic conditions, at alpha position this diazonium is substituted, thus azodie, orange red azodie formation takes place. That information that infers as the nitro group presence in the organic molecule. The special groups present in the organic molecules are carbohydrates, in which polyhydroxy functional groups are present, with the carbonyl as a functional group present in it, whereas these carbohydrates are specially tested by a reagent and the reaction known as Mollis test, and the reagent is beta naphthol, otherwise alpha naphthol is generally used. Whereas carbohydrates on reaction with the Mollis reagent, that is beta naphthol, with the concentrated sulfuric acid conditions, it leads to the formation in case of glucose as a purple colored complex, purple colored solution formation takes place. Here the reactions and the conditions related to the Mollis reagent are glucose on reaction with the sulfuric acid, which is a dehydrating agent, eliminates the water molecule and it is present in the form of D-glucopyranose form, whereas in that form it is a 5-membered ring system consisting of one oxygen in the ring, just like of the furan, and with the elimination of water molecules by the concentrated sulfuric acid it forms hydroxymethyl implies what? CH2OH. Hydroxymethyl fural formation takes place. Whereas this is having one carbonyl carbon and it is in conjugation with the two double bond systems in the 5-membered ring. Whereas if it is allowed to react with the beta naphthol, then beta naphthol's related fourth position, that is beta naphthol on reaction with the naphthol conditions, alpha naphthol here. On reaction with the alpha naphthol here, it combines in such a way that from its fourth position it is connected with the fural carbonyl carbon, and to maintain the extended conjugation under sulfuric acid conditions, it combines with the extra proton and present in the form of cationic nature and offers purple color. As Mallis reagent, generally phenols are used and the more cycled phenols can also be used. Generally used reagent is naphthol, and those naphthols beta and alpha can be used, but the general reagent used under the Mollis reagent conditions is alpha naphthol. The last one is amino acids. Amino acids are also can be identified by the ninhydrin. Ninhydrin is consisting of two hydroxy groups at the 5-membered system connected with the 6-membered benzene. In a proper solvent like alcohol, amino acids, whenever allowed to react with the ninhydrin, here what happens is, here amines related NH2 group chemically combines with the carbon present in the 5-membered ring system of the ninhydrin, which is associated with the two OHs. Here water molecules elimination takes place, thus here imine formation takes place. Further reactions and the delocalizations occurs, it readily combines with the another one molecule of ninhydrin. Thus it leads to the formation of just two nitrogen present in the amino acid is connected between the two ninhydrin molecules in such a way that it offers extended conjugation. Due to this offering of extended conjugation, it is having color, and the color generally appears to be purple in color. So if you look at here, it is maintaining double bond followed by single bond, and it is double bond, and it may be connected with any of the proton, and this double bond is once again connected with the benzene ring system. Thus here 3 pi bonds, 4th pi bond and the 5th pi bond, 6th like this, and here 7th. Thus here extended conjugation is present. Due to having of extended conjugation, suppose if it is offering some positive charge, this conjugation is also extended to the other ring. Due to extended conjugation from one end of the molecule to the other end of the molecule, it offers color. Thus ninhydrin related color gives the information for us that presence of the amino acid as a functional group present in the given organic molecule. Thus amino acids can be detected by making that one to react with the ninhydrin. And in this formation of the colored complex with respect to ninhydrin, here our R followed by amino acid, here R followed by the carbon connectivity is eliminated in the form of aldehyde, whereas this one is eliminated in the form of carbon dioxide. This nitrogen is inserted between the two ninhydrin molecules, and remaining amount of water will comes out as the byproducts. Thus this RCHO is coming from the, here I am writing like this, circle followed by the this one, and this particular portion it comes out in the form of R aldehyde, and remaining one is carbon dioxide, and this nitrogen is connecting between the two ninhydrin molecules and offers extended conjugation. Due to having of this extended conjugation, it is associated with colors. Generally, the color appeared for the amino acids is purple in color. And thus here today we discussed the functional group analysis of amines, primary, secondary and all other varieties. Similarly, amides as well as the nitro compound in association with the carbohydrates as well as the amino acids present in the organic molecules.